Hi everyone, this is Patricia Lamont, guest blogger on the Surviving Eating blog on thehealthyplace.com. Today I want to talk to you about the power of community and the power of peer support and how it's played an amazing, life-changing role in my recovery process and in also staying recovered. And I wish in many ways that someone had explained to me many years ago that it was so important to reach out and speak to others and kind of not be alone in this recovery process, not be in the dark for so long, just on my own and suffering. And had someone pointed me in the right direction in telling me that there was so much power and so much, solace to be found in peer support and community, I probably would have joined, as a volunteer, community organizations or mental health related organizations much earlier. So the one thing that I want to tell you is that we think at times that we're really powerless because we're facing this disease and we're alone and we're in the dark and it's so difficult and we don't know how to reach out. But the more that we kind of don't know how to reach out, the more we retreat and we're like isolating ourselves, and all of a sudden it's even more hard to get out and speak to someone, call a phone line to get help, to get peer support, or to log on to a chat room, or to speak one-on-one on social media, for example, on Twitter, and reach out. Sometimes we need that push, and the harder you wait, and the harder you feel that it's so hard, and you procrastinate and you kind of put it off, the harder it is to actually do it. But when you do it, it's life changing because all of a sudden you're not alone, and you realize that someone else that you've spoken to, the way that some people speak to me at times is that she understands me. I can see someone that I can speak to, and I can talk to them, and I can chat with them, and realize that I'm not alone, and it's possible to get better. And so that's really the power of connecting with people who were in a similar situation at some point in their lives as you currently are. And it's also life changing because all of a sudden you just realize, you know what? No matter how bad I might be feeling right now, there is someone else out there who is willing to listen and who's there to also provide some kind of I don't want to use the word crutch because that's not what support is, but what support is, but who is able to provide, in a punctual way, kind of like something that you need. And it's like a buffer between you and your mental illness for a small period of time or for longer in certain cases. It's something that's there that you need, and you take what you need, and you also give back in speaking to and connecting with someone who knows what you went through. It's actually very therapeutic for me when I speak to someone who's currently going through recovery, and I realize that they're facing the same demons I faced at some point. And so I think that you should realize that you're not a burden on anyone if you're sharing, and if you're reaching out to an organization or someone through a network. You're probably helping them because we often teach what we need to learn ourselves. And in this case, it couldn't be more true. And so I think that I really want to encourage you today to reach out and to see if there's an organization you can be involved with, as a volunteer, or if you first want to just see if you yourself can get peer support. And I think that will actually change your life. I know in my case it did, and I can't be the only one in the world, who felt that. And I can certainly tell you that a lot of people that I meet through these events and through these organizations say themselves that it was instrumental in them being able to live with their mental illness, no longer suffer from it. Because there's a big difference between living with an eating disorder or recovering from one, and or suffering from it on a daily basis, and even after you've recovered, to suffer from those memories. There's a big difference. And I think that you should not go through any of this alone. You can if you want, but there is so much out there that can be discovered in that landscape, the mental health landscape, that I strongly encourage you to look it up. Especially now with the internet, it's so easy to have access to so many resources. And so I encourage you to leave me some comments. Feel free to connect with me on Twitter. It'll be my pleasure to write back and to reply to your comments. So have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you.